I had had back pain for quite a long time. Going back to my teenage years, I found out I had scoliosis. So I knew that I needed chiropractic care. So that's what I came in here for originally. I had some neck pain and some pretty bad upper back and lower back pain. So I originally came here for chiropractic adjustment, and then I started to figure out that I could also treat my acid reflux naturally. So it had been something I had also chronically struggled with, along with sinusitis and candida. So I basically came here to start figuring out what the root of my digestive problems were that had been there for so many years. They run in my family, so I thought that I could just take an antacid and all my troubles would go away, but unfortunately it's not how it works. And so the first thing I did really to start with my digestive issues was I took the GI panel, and it came back that I had a bacterial overgrowth and some candida issues. So that was the first protocol that I did with you guys. So that's when I went on the sugar cleanse and I started to see some changes. Actually, my acid reflux is non-existent. I don't have it at all anymore. I don't have any of the burping, any of the burning, nothing to speak of, and that's been amazing. I thought that was something I had to deal with forever. When I went on the sugar cleanse, that's when I started to notice the connection between my diet and all of these chronic things that I'd been dealing with the candida. So when I started cutting the sugar out of my diet, that's when things started to clear up with that. And that's when I started being able to digest my food better as well. So the next step that I took after that was I took the food sensitivity test, and that was really the next step in eliminating my digestive issues. So I had a lot of food allergies. I did not expect how many I had, because I think it's really important for people to test that, because when I took the GI test, it said that I didn't have any allergies, but sometimes you need to take the blood test to really figure it out. So I had gluten sensitivity, even things like bananas, just really random things. I think I even had like oysters. So it was just, I never would have been able to really figure that out had it not been for the test. And so that paired with HCl and digestive enzymes really got my digestion back. So that was such an incredible experience to finally figure out the root of my problems. Because I mean, I'd been to doctors for my whole life. I had had 2 endoscopies to look at my esophagus, and they just could never figure out the root of the issue. And it turned out it was candida and food allergies, and so that was really incredible to figure that out finally. I believe the root of all my physical problems were my emotional problems. So Maria's been amazing with the psychotherapy and really figuring out, going back to even things in childhood that I hadn't even remembered that would come up. And that's the amazing part of cleansing for me, has been that yes, the physical symptoms go away, but you also figure out things about yourself that you had no idea about, things that you didn't even know bothered you come up, and it really forces you to get to know who you are and what you want out of life. And that's when I figured out, that I still had issues with my parents. I mean, everybody has the parent issues in their past that they can absolutely work through and get over, so that they can be the person they're supposed to be. So Maria really helped me to realize things that I didn't want to look at about myself, and there was a lot of tears, and that's okay. It really was instrumental to my healing. I wouldn't have healed without going through that. I feel so much better on all planes, really, because of course I feel physically better, but for me it's like the best part about it was really figuring out my emotional problems and how they were related to my physical health, because that's something I never really understood before coming here, is how interconnected the two were.
Mind-body connection.
Exactly, I had no idea, and so I have better energy, I've had weight loss, I've had my acid reflux completely eliminated. My anemia, which I also had anemia, that cleared up. I used to be the palest girl ever, and now I actually am able to, I don't get sunburn as easily, which was really interesting. So my vitamin D levels are a lot better. My probiotics in my stomach and on my skin, all of that ecosystem is a lot more balanced. And I also became a lot better of a cook. I always had like a really curious mind about medicine even when I was growing up. And I always got frustrated because the doctors were never able to answer my questions because I always had a lot of questions. And so the fact that, you guys I was able to text you guys and email you any questions that I had, no matter what the time it was, whenever I needed you guys were there, and that was so helpful because whenever I had those difficult questions, you guys were there to help me figure it out. And so it kind of taught me to figure things out for myself too, ultimately. So then now I feel like I have the skill set to be able to take those skills and heal myself, and if anything else ever comes up, I feel like I can really do that for myself now, which is such an awesome gift to have. So I started with the adjustments, and then I got to the testing, which got me to the next step. You just take it step by step, day by day, and you really get into it, and it's absolutely amazing. You learn that you really can heal yourself, and you can heal anything. You don't have to live with chronic pain.